Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Charles back with another video from Black and Blue TV. Now, when you guys get the chance, please like, share, and subscribe to the content because I will be giving you updates on the NFC East, especially my Dallas Cowboys. But tonight I want to talk about the Giants as they go on to play the Jets this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Now, a few things from the Giants. The first thing is Daniel Jones played pretty good. He's 14 of 16, for 122 yards. Although he had a bad interception, it wasn't his fault. The pass was tipped, but he looked comfortable in the pocket, and also he was very assertive in his throws. And that's something that the Giants are going to need this season in order to be in contention for the division and as well as the playoffs. Of course, Saquon is still there. I still have him, doing well. I think he'll rush for maybe 1,200 to 1,300 yards. But I also wanted to talk about young receiver by the name of Alex Bachmann. Now, last game, Alex Bachmann had 11 catches, 122 yards, and two touchdowns. Now, those two touchdowns were in the fourth quarter. And from what I saw, that tells me he's very reliable and he's a clutch player. Now, of course, this is one game, and yes, it's in preseason, but, I feel with a performance like this, he could definitely be productive for the Giants this season. I understand the Giants still have Tony, they still have Galliday, but for a slot receiver, I'm not sure, who else that they have, but I think Bachman could definitely be in contention for that slot position, as well as contribute to this team. The Giants had some offensive woes last year, preferably Daniel Jones because he couldn't stay on the field. Now, will he stay on the field this season? I'm honestly not sure. But if he does, I think the Giants will have a great chance of making the postseason. As for the defense, from what I saw a lot of, lackadaisical corner plays. You know, I don't think the corners were aggressive enough. But also, too, I saw a defensive line, that didn't look hungry. Now, unfortunately, Kayvon Thibodeau got hurt early in the game. But good thing is it's only an MCL sprain. He'll be out 3 to 4 weeks, 4 weeks tops. So they should get him back probably week 3, week 4, you know. And I know that coaching staff is probably not going to try to rush him back, pretty anytime soon. But it's definitely an unfortunate injury. And I was interested to see how Kayvon would do, his first couple of games as a rookie. But all in all, I think the Giants, this season they won't make the playoffs. And honestly, like I said before, and I'm still sticking to this, if Daniel Jones cannot play good the first 3 to 4 games, they need to start Tyrod Taylor because Tyrod Taylor is a little bit more dynamic. He is a veteran. He was on the teams such as the Bills, also the Chargers, and now the Giants. And he's a journeyman, but I'm curious to see a full season of Tyrod Taylor with the weapons that the Giants have, because they do have a running game, they do have decent receivers. Even though there were reports about Kenny Galladay having buyer's remorse on him, I disagree with that. I think Kenny Galladay is a very good receiver. He just got a raw share of the deal last year because his quarterback was hurt, and on top of that, he didn't have anybody else to help him get open. He was pretty much double team majority of the time. Especially with Saquon out, not being able to, relieve the pressure off of the receivers by establishing the run game and also being effective in the screen game, it could really take a toll on an offense. So if the Giants are hitting on all cylinders this year, I think they will be phenomenal. I did predict that 3 NFC East teams will make the playoffs this year, and the Giants could definitely be one of them. You know, um, Please be on the lookout for my season outlook on the Giants. The games that they win, the games that they lose, and preferably the NFC East matchups because those will be very vital. Um, I think they have the Eagles at the end of the season, and I think that game could come down to a playoff spot. Now, you know, going into the season a little bit, I did want to talk about some of the NFC East matchups. Now, for the Giants, I think they play the Cowboys week 3, and that's going to be a very, very important game. Simply because if the Giants do not win that game, I think the Cowboys will sweep them. Because it's very tough to play at MetLife Stadium. Especially for the Cowboys. However, they've made light work of the Giants. For the past few seasons. The Cowboys sweeping the NFC East. I think the Giants are looking for revenge, but will they be healthy enough to do that? And will Daniel Jones be able to play to the capability that he should be playing in order to get that W against the Cowboys? Who knows? Hopefully, we'll find out sooner than later, right? But anyways, guys, just wanted to do a quick video on the Giants. Um, you know, I think that they will be a good team this year. I think the NFC East is going to be very tough, and I think that 10-7 may not get you in this year. So you have to win 11 games or better, and I'm just going to stick to that prediction because the Cowboys won last year at 12-5, and I think the Eagles were 10-7. And then after that, it's the Commanders and then the Giants. So hopefully that coaching staff can turn things around for the Giants, and they can finally go to the postseason. But with that being said, guys, you guys have a great day, and be on the lookout for the next video.